Hello everyone, I am Srishti and welcome to the day 6 of the 30 days yoga challenge. यह वीडियो इंग्लिश में है। अगर आप इसे हिंदी में देखना चाहते हो तो ऊपर दिए गए हुए लिंक को दबाएं। And now we'll start the practice by coming into a very comfortable seated posture. Both of the legs crossed, spine straight and both the hands rested on your thighs, palm facing upwards. Gently close both of your eyes and relax here. Take a moment to observe your breath, breathing in and out. Try to calm your mind so that for the next 15 minutes, we are completely connected with our breath and our asana abhyas. We'll just stay here for a few more seconds. And now, very gently open your eyes and we'll come to Baddha Konasana. Bring both of your feet together and let the knees fall apart. Do not force your knees to touch the ground, let them hang wherever they are comfortably. Hold both of your feet and lengthen the spine. Make sure you're not dumping your weight on your lower back. Really lengthen the spine and just stay there for a few breaths. You can even choose to close your eyes. I'm not giving you any count here, so just stay connected with your breath and observe your spine. Try to lengthen it so that you don't feel any pressure on your lower back. And now slowly start flapping your legs, giving a little movement coming to butterfly posture. Again here you can keep your eyes closed or just relax, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. A good way to warm up your hip. Gently now stop flapping your legs. And now take an inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, slowly start hinging from your hip and bend towards the ground. Just stay wherever you feel more comfortable. Don't try to forcefully bring your head towards the ground. Just bend to whatever extent you feel comfortable and stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very slowly lift yourself up and lie down on your mat on your back. Both of your legs extended. Relax. And now we'll prepare for knee circles. Again, a gentle way to open your hip. With both of your legs extended, bring both of the hands 90-degree angle to your body. And now, slowly start bending your right knee. Bring your right knee close towards your chest and then drop it towards the right side and once again straighten it, creating knee circles. You can look at me once if you have any confusion. So drawing my right knee close to my chest, dropping it outwards and then once again straightening the leg. 5 times both the side. Let's start now with the right leg first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now in the opposite direction. So take the knee outward, then towards the chest and straighten. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So both the legs are stretched out. And now let's start the knee circle. Slowly bring the left knee close to your chest. Then drop the knee outwards and then once again straighten it. 1. Continue. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Opposite direction. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Again, both of the legs spread straight. Slowly curl to any one side and slowly once again lift yourself up. Now we'll come into down dog posture. Gently first come into your tabletop. Hips over the knees, shoulder over the wrist. Core engaged. Don't dump the weight on your wrist. Keep pushing the ground. Feel the shoulder blades open. Now slowly walk both of your hands a little ahead. And then curl the back toes and start lifting your knee off the floor, shifting your hip upwards, creating an inverted V shape from your body. We'll warm up a hamstring a little bit here. Now, in your down dog, don't forcefully bring your heels to the ground. If your heels are comfortably touching the ground, it's completely fine. If not, bend your knees a little bit here. Lift your heels off the floor with the bent knee and keep pushing the ground with your palms so that the spine is lengthened. So we are actually trying to lengthen the spine, and don't just focus on your hamstrings but focus more on the spine. Breathe here. Now if you feel comfortable, you can start moving your one leg at a time. So bending the right knee, try to straighten the left leg so that the left heel is touching the ground. And then again bend the left leg and try to touch the right heel to the ground. You can look at the screen whenever you have any confusion. So just giving a little movement to both of the legs, warming up the hamstrings. We'll stay here for just 15 more seconds. Keep moving the legs, or if you're comfortable, you can come into a steady down dog also. Whatever feels more comfortable. Breathe in and out. And now, very gently bring both of your knees on the ground. We'll come into extended child pose. So big toes touching each other, spread the knees as wide as you can. And slowly start walking your hands forward and let your forehead rest onto the ground. And breathe here. Few more breaths here. And now gently lift yourself up and once again come into your tabletop. So realign your knees and hips. Your shoulder and wrist, palms are very well grounded, fingers are very well spread. Keep pushing the ground, keep the pelvic floor engaged and look at the ground a little ahead. So just breathe here. And from here, we'll come into Anjaneyasana. Slowly bring the right feet to the front, just in between both of your palms. You can support your right feet with your hand and slowly heel toe it to bring it to the front. Take your own time, no rush here. Once your right feet is to the center, just in between both of your palms, slowly start lifting yourself up. Release the back toes and both of the hands on your waist, Anjaneyasana. If at all you feel any pressure on your left knee, remember to cushion it. So just bring a cushion and place it under the knee. But if you are comfortable here, just stay. Feel the left hip flexors working. Few more seconds to Observe this posture. See how your left toes are released, how your left knee is feeling. Right knee and the ankle should be in one line, so don't push the right knee beyond the ankle and breathe here. Slowly now bring both of your hands down on your fingertips and once again take the right leg back. Once again tabletop. Let's do 2 rounds of cat and cow to relax the back. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, suck the belly inch into your chest, push the upper back towards the ceiling. Inhale, drop to cow. Exhale to cat. Again come into your neutral spine, your tabletop, and this time slowly gently bring the left leg to the front. Coming into your Anjaneyasana on the other side. So left feet just between both of your palms, right knee on the ground, right toes extended backwards, lift yourself up and bring both of the hands to your waist. Looking forward at a constant point, again making sure here that your right knee is protected. If at all you feel any pressure, bring a cushion underneath. And keep pushing your hip forward and down to feel the right hip flexors working. Few more breaths here. Just observe the posture and breathe through it. And now slowly, both of the hands on the ground. Take the left leg back again to tabletop. One more round of cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, suck the belly inch into your chest. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, suck the belly inch into your chest. Once again in your tabletop. This time we'll take high lunge. So slowly now lift yourself up and stand to the front of the mat. Take some breath here, both of the hands on your waist. Keep the spine lengthened. And now slowly start lifting your left heel off the floor, coming on your left toes. Right feet is still very well grounded. And gently maintaining the balance, take the left leg back. Coming into your high lunge. Right knee is bent. Right knee and the right heel are in line. And the left leg is extended backward. You can always bend the left knee a little bit here. So this is high lunge. Anjaneyasana is also called as low lunge posture. So you can look at this, it is almost like Anjaneyasana but the back knee off the floor. Make sure here that you are breathing. You'll start feeling your right thigh working. Try to keep the right knee and the heel in line and do not push your knee beyond the heel. Just 5 more breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Both of the hands still on your waist. Find that balance and gently bring the left leg front. Again coming into your Tadasana, a comfortable standing posture. We'll take high lunge on the other side now. So slowly come on your tippy toes on your right leg. Right heel off the floor. Look at a constant point, keep your balance and take the right feet back. Left knee and the heel in line. Right heel is extended backwards. Breathe here. You'll start feeling your left thigh working this time. Try to maintain your balance by looking at a constant point ahead and breathe. 5 more counts here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both of the hands still to your waist. Slowly and gently, without losing the balance, bring the right leg to the front again. Again in your Tadasana, release both of your palms. And now gently bring yourself on the mat and lie down on your back. Coming to Shavasana, our final resting posture. Both of the legs spread. Let your feet fall apart, both of the hands right next to your body, palms facing up. Relax your eyebrows, breathe easy, and we'll stay here for another 1 minute. Calm your breath. Prepare to come out of Shavasana. Gently bring both of your legs together and stretch your arms overhead. Take a deep stretch from the fingertips to the toes. And then slowly bending the knee, curl to one side and lift yourself up into a comfortable seated posture, your Sukhasana. Both the hands to your heart. Slowly start rubbing your palms against each other to create some warmth. And then place both of your palms over your face, covering the eyes. Give your face a very gentle massage here. And then slowly release your palm. Open your eyes and look straight into your palms. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this session with me. You have completed day 6. And we'll meet tomorrow for the next session. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like the video, leave your comments below, and subscribe to my channel. Stay connected. Thank you.